Hi guys, I'm Jamal Stone.
I'm Chantal Aids.
We are on our way to Comic-Con 2014, our very own custom-made, donated by Chevy, Uber car with a Sonic the Hedgehog theme. Also, we have our superhero stuff, Batman, shirts on. Chantal, are you excited?
I'm uber excited. There's cosplayers, celebrities. Oh my God, Madame Tussauds, they have a little surprise. I can't wait to see it.
Marvel's got some announcements. We're going to see a whole bunch of panels. I'm excited. I can't wait. You ready to go inside?
I think this is going to be uber awesome.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sounds accurate.
What else really is there that you guys can do in Robot Chicken, or where else can you go with it?
First of all, I don't think that was lazy at all. I think it was well said, I think it was well thought out, and it had big words in it too, like desecrated. What else can we do? We're still waiting to find out. You know, we're going to start writing in, I think, January for the new season. You know, the good thing is with our show, they keep making new fun products out there and properties. You know, Guardians of the Galaxy is now, it was one of my favorite movies this year. So the minute it started, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to do this on RC. I can't wait to I can't wait to play with this, and I can't wait to hopefully get Chris to come in and do a voice, and get Bradley and all those people. We could probably do Vin's voice, but it'd be cool if he came in and did it. So they keep making new fun things for us to goof with. So luckily, they're all doing the work. We just have to watch it.
So when you guys are coming up with these little skits, is this going to be scripted, or is this you guys just improvising as you guys are doing?
Some stuff comes, you know, we have a normal writer's room like any other show, and you submit your submissions, your skit ideas, but then there are certain things that come out of the room, like a lot of the Boba Fett stuff. I'm lazy, so I don't like writing. So my stuff usually comes out of the room. We did like Boba Fett, the Lindsay Lohan stuff. King Randor, who was He-Man's dad, came, which is a couple of my favorite skits are with King Randor. Started because I was bored and there was a King Randor toy next to my laptop, and I was just really pissing off. I think it was Doug Goldstein, our head writer. And I would literally, I mean, it's like, that's how the show is I would just walk King Randor over and go, hey, what are you doing? You're working, never mind. And I would then bring him back and be like, you still up? You're working, my bad. Anyway, and he would walk away. And it became, I don't know what hair this is, but I'm gonna move it. Now I need Purell, but it came out, so some of the skits come out of that. Because the whole thing, selfishly for me, my whole goal at Robot Chicken, if I'm writing, is to make Sethi laugh. If I'm recording, it's to make Sethi laugh in the square glass booth I can see him in when he's recording when he's directing me. But that's how the show started. It was making each other laugh with action figures, you know. So some of it's, you know, improving in the booth is really fun, and when we get certain actors, improving in the booth is not fun. But when we get actors to come in, you know, now it's unbelievable the list of people we've had on our show. But like you get Scarlett Johansson to come in, and she's down to riff in the booth, and I keep saying booth and play. It's great. It's so much fun, and the people we get seem to have a good time because they get to kind of take the piss out of whatever they've been doing for the last 3 years. So.
All your love stories are fans. When are we going to get a reunion album?
Man, I really hope we do. That and Du Jour are the two things I want to get reunion albums going for. So hopefully soon. I just noticed I had a bite on my finger, and because we're at Comic-Con, my first thought was maybe it's a radioactive spider. And then, so if, by the way, I start having superpowers, yeah, or I die. So, witnesses again, by the way, yeah.
So I want to ask, with the great success of the show,
Yeah.
you've been able to capitalize on basically everything going on in the world and the industry.
Yeah.
What inspiration, I guess, can you give to people who can do what you do by basically picking up an action figure?
Yeah.
What advice can you give to people who have that type of talent going forward?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I have a friend who's here, and I'm so scared that she's gonna get lost. So I'm totally gonna answer that in 1 second, as I literally do just this, and then I'm here. Hi, sorry. You were saying, what would I give advice to someone who wants to do kind of what we do? The amazing thing now with this whole interweb is that you can do it. You can put it up on, I mean, literally with just this, you can do probably better than our pilots are for Robot Chicken, honestly. You know, this all started because Sethi was going to go on. He's going to be so pissed that I keep calling him Sethi. It drives him it drives him mental. And he's said numerous times, hey, by the way, thanks for saying Sethi in public, because it's what I call him. So, yeah, Sethi. But Robot Chicken started because Seth was going to go on Conan and had nothing to talk about. So he was like, let's do a funny skit. And that's what started this thing called Junk in the Trunk we started, which was called Sweet J Presents Junk in the Trunk. And then he said, like, I'm going to go run with this. And then he called me, 6 months later. He's like, hey, I sold a show about it. So I think right now, more than ever, it's easy to do that. If you have a fun idea and you want to present it to people, you can. You can put together just a sizzle reel. Next thing you know, you got either a show or a ton of rejection. Or both. But now we're doing this collaboration with Vimeo where we're actually teaching. We're doing these stop motion classes online for people to learn how to do stop motion, which is a tedious process. And I don't want to learn how to do it, so yeah. Yeah. Yes. On the show, on Robot Chicken, Michael Keaton, just for me, because I'm a giant fan of Michael. Batman would be pretty awesome. We've gotten lucky. My wish list has kind of been filled. I had J.K. Simmons was one of my all-time my gets for an Oz sketch we did. We got J.K. Simmons, and I don't know who Sethi's or Matt's would be, but we're getting lucky. I was saying they did we have Guardians of the Galaxy stuff I want to write, and hopefully we get them. Anytime you do the property, you're hoping, your first thing is like, I really hope we can get the actual person. My favorite document we have in the office is the official offer thing we had to send to Harrison Ford's agent when we first did the Star Wars skits, where we said we'd like to offer the role of Han Solo to Harrison Ford. He passed, and I don't know if he's ever seen it, but we had to send out an official offer sheet to Harrison Ford. But we always try to get the people who actually do, we actually always try to get the person for most of it, I think. No, we were really afraid when we first did, I wrote the Emperor's sketch, which was our first Star Wars thing. And when I wrote it, they said, Sethi and Matt were like, they're litigious. Lucas is not known for not suing people. And so Lucasfilm and Disney were the two things we know you got to be careful with. You have to be able to prove parody and all this stuff. And when we heard it was being passed around Lucasfilm and people really liked it, because it wasn't like a mean skit. It was actually, you can't watch the skit and think these kids don't love Star Wars. That was kind of the first time where it was like, oh, all right, so they see that we're embracing them and we're writing it from a fan point of view. When that got embraced, we were kind of like, all right, we can mess with everybody now, hopefully. And some people get mad, but,